In the year of Lucius Licinius Lucullus, Rome was prosecuting several wars of self-defense, most notably in Greece, where Lucullus himself was commanding the legions. With everyone's gaze directed at the provinces, few could have known that a seemingly inauspicious event in Rome would become the central fulcrum around which the fate of the Republic would turn. The paterfamilias of a venerable patrician house had passed away unexpectedly, and a senator by the name of Vitellius Scaevola had made a bid for the hand of his eldest child. His widow alone believed that Scaevola had poisoned her husband and now strove to take his place and claim his property through marriage. Acting in secret, the widow arranged for her youngest child to be taken out of their villa in the dead of night and smuggled out of Rome.
Did you hear me, Domine? Your body is surely present, but your mind seems somewhere else. Our departure was very sudden, I know, but do not dwell on the past. Better to focus on what's coming at you. I asked the Triarchus how close we are to Lesbos, but he would not give me a straight answer. Indeed. In his defense, there are many islands on this sea, and they mostly look the same. Will you check with the Triarchus? Hopefully he will give you a clearer answer. He told me his name is Geminus. You were the authority of your ancestors well. I'm sure he'll give you what you want. You should also go and thank Quintus Aquilinus. I do believe he saved our lives with his time.
You found your silex quickly, Domine.
You handle the sea better than most. I'm glad. The timing was fortunate, but there is no need to thank me. The consul sent me to get you. Please, call me Kaiser, if it's not too familiar. With all due respect, I'd better not. Ah, she did not keep you apprised. Your mother has secretly been making arrangements with the consul. You are to join his command staff as Tribunus. You will have very little responsibility. The Tribunus of Allegio assists the Legatus while they learn how to command a military organization. You will not see combat, nor will you make any important decisions. You'll be safe, as your mother wanted. Indeed. Military service is mandatory to be elected as Quaestor, but you know that. One word of advice. It's best if you don't act too familiar with him in front of his men. I had a brief talk with that gladiator who boarded before us, just to make sure he won't give us any trouble. He seems to have vanished, though. The young man over there, Gaius, is apparently the nephew of the other consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta. He's here to become a tribunus as well. You should talk to him if you haven't already. I'm sure you'll have much in common. For many years I was the primus pilus of Legio Prima Italica, which he commands. He needed someone he could trust to get you out of Rome and keep you safe. That position has already been filled by one of my Centuriones. A good man, easily up to the task. My job now is to watch your back and help you settle into your new life. Happy to be at your service.
Solway. It is a pleasure. Not at all. But keep in mind, I'm not the most experienced soldier either. If you don't play an import, to be honest, this will be my... That's a long story. I was born in Rome.
I heard he's running from a senator who wants him dead.
Shh! Keep your voice down.
What is he looking for?
He's been like this all morning.
What? Yes, Geminus. So, I'm a little preoccupied. Forgive me, I did not intend any disrespect. We have only a short time left to go. If not for the lack of wind, we would be there already. But I will push the rowers harder. Wait. Ah, shit. They're headed straight towards us. They're gonna ram!
Get your father's weapons. Let's see if you can actually fight.
I'm fine, Centurio.
Form up! Let's get these pirates off our ship!
You're deadly with that thing.
I've lived other lives before this one.
Where's that gladiator who boarded with us?
Up there!
Never underestimate the value of an impressive entrance.
could do this! Back to Neptune's asshole, barbarians!
The Triarchus run us straight into the pirate ambush, Spearman. Allow me to execute him right here and right now. This traitor! I will make him pay for his betrayal.
It is quite unusual for pirates to attack any ship, let alone a heavily armed Roman galley. They prefer to attack lightly defended coastal towns instead. It's less risky and more profitable.
Well, let's go talk to the man.
Geminus, you steered us into a trap.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I had nothing to do with it, I promise. They came out of nowhere.
Silence! You utter nonsense! By Mars, it is the sea! How can anyone come from nowhere?
We cannot execute a man based on no evidence. Besides, we need our Triarchus to make it safely ashore.
What do you say, kid? What do you think we should do?
We are close to our destination, and we can reach it without him. If there is a possibility that he is working with the enemy, we cannot risk to let him live. Mercy, doubt, hesitation. These are all...
We are, many of us, important people, on our way to join the action against Lesbos. Is it not conceivable that the rebels heard of us? The Kingdom of Pontus is known to sponsor pirates, to harass and weaken Rome.
Very well. We shall spare his life. But remember, mercy is a luxury you will not always be able to afford.
A wise choice, my friend. Killing the Triarchus of our ship in the middle of the sea would have been inconvenient. Indeed.
Thank you. If you ever again need the help of a skilled navigator, I am at your service.
Rowers, up the tempo! And keep your eyes open. Gentlemen, welcome to Lesbos, the pearl of the Mediterranean.
An ugly nest of pirates.
An impenetrable fortress of pirates, more like. with an infinite food supply thanks to the strength of their fleet.
We shall find a way to limit this infinite supply then.
You think like an imperator, Gaius. All right, people. This is Lucullus's war camp, the heart of our operations in this territory. You have been seaborne for a long time now. I suggest you walk it off. See the things you have to see, and meet the people you have to meet. The consul waits in the command tent. Don't be too late if you don't want to see him angry.
How long are they going to keep us here?
It's driving me crazy too. I came here to kick Mithridates' ass, not to sit on the beach day in and day out waiting for something to happen.
Domine. I am hungry and my face is wind-burned, but at least both of my feet are planted to save your life, of course. She firmly sending you here was the best course of action. The Moirai rarely care. Dominus Lucius Licinius Lucul. He is now the closest thing you have to a father. Besides a good wine, I would get used to my surroundings and visit the consul as soon as possible. Domine.
Salwe. I am called Bestia Tabat indeed. You fight well. I noticed it. You may ask, and I may answer or not. Your name is unusual. Tabat is the name that was given to me by my father. Bestia is the name I took when I earned my freedom. I chose it because I have fought and defeated many beasts. I was born in Mauritania, but I am a Roman citizen. Until I undertook this voyage, I fought I recommend you to not die. They say Lucullus has the greatest military mind in Rome. I only know he is consul, and this is my first time seeing a senator outside of the spectator stands. And from what I have heard, we are in good. He will fail again and cause the death of some.
Saw Agrippa harassing that old Servus with the limp again.
That small-dicked bully. Did you tell the Praefectus?
He won't do anything about it. Agrippa is connected back home.
One day that man is going to fall out of a watchtower to his death. It'll be tragic.
Don't joke about that kind of thing.
This is not going to work, as long as the rebels keep receiving supplies by sea.
We will need to cut their supply lines. It's an operation for our occulta speculatores. By Jupiter, you sure have grown up, haven't you? This is the promising young man I was telling you about, Thermus.
Quite unassuming, but full of potential, I guess. Prime material for the speculatores. If...
A trial by fire is what you need. My co-consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta.
The fortress of Mytilene here is...
I volunteer for the vanguard. If my uncle can defeat Pontus...
So be it, then. Meanwhile, you will prove yourself as a leader, my young ward. You will meet up with Julius Calidus of my Legion Speculatores. I expect you have questions. That doesn't make what we're doing any less important. Regaining control of the Agaium Mari is a prove yourself, and you will be able to name your companions. If you're worried about your future political prospects, if you are fast... Wait. Are those your father's old weapons? I'm sure... Visit my smith, Sextus, and get yourself properly equipped.
Solway. Interesting. To the extent of my knowledge, indeed. Like you, I've never been to Lesbos before. Be that as it may, their position... Of course. Wait. Listen. You seem trustworthy. That is good. I've been keeping a detailed account of our journey ever since we left port. Shortly after our arrival, however, the journal went missing. The Centurio is called Agrippa. Needless to say, I would like to keep the contents of the journal private. I would appreciate if...
Salve, Legionari. If you're here to get your weapons fixed, was he buried with them? This leather is fossilizing. Help yourself to any of the gear on the racks. Take all of it if you need it. I have enough work on my hands right now supplying the consul's Kentur. You'll have to bring your own materials if you... Salve. Did you ruin my good works? A bunch of Balatronese, I'd say. I've known that man since he was a little runt. He's honest to a fault. Don't get me started. Maybe you can get it into his skull that I can't... That half-senile fool was your... Fine. Need something else?
We're in the middle of something, Tribune. What do you want? This? Ah, but this is priceless. A journal written by Cotter's stupid nephew. Why don't you send him back here to beg for it again? For this worthless drivel? Now that's a bargain.
Solway, I see you've successfully retrieved my journal. May I ask how you managed it? Perhaps the means used say a lot about... One last question before we're done. Did you read my journal? Fair enough. No matter where...
We might be at the wrong spot. There's no one here.
Lucullus is clearly mistaken. If there was someone here, I would know.
That's a very useful skill.
Hey! Don't move!
Calm down. I am Julius Calidus of the Occulta All right, great Premier. See that? Unfortunately, the moment we move into that warehouse, they will sound the alarm. So, we should be quick. We could, if we had need of a warehouse. There's a small camp of sentries just down this hill. If we hit them...
But then the ones inside the warehouse will...
You have touched the matter.
Look alive! The Romans are here!
How did they get so close?
You're really not messing around, huh?
They're over there! Advance! I see them. Let's get those bastards!
This is not the end.
Every man for himself!
Get up, Tabat.
Get away from me! No!
Serves you right!
Some of this is my blood.
You left me no choice!
This is worse than the time with the leopard.
This is it! Just one more! Get ready!
Face them together! Form up! We'll face them together! Those bastards! They're over there! Advance!
way.
Impressive.
By Jupiter's cock! Bandages! Quickly!
I think this is the last of them.
Getting out of here!
careful with those jars. The liquid inside is highly volatile. It'll make quick work. Focus, please.
And then we have to sneak back out.
Not necessarily, but ideally.
I think I can speak for all of us when I say that.